Hariom children, welcome back to our second part of perimeter area and volume. Now here we are going to check how to find the area of an irregular shapes. How to find the area of irregular shapes. The area of irregular shapes are measured by tracing their outlines on a squared paper. While calculating the area of the irregular shape, consider half square plus half square is equal to 1 square. More than half square is equal to 1 square. But not to count the square which is less than half a square. Means if you observe the picture here this is less than half. You should not count this box. You have to count the boxes which are more than half and exactly half, but don't calculate which are less than half. What I am circling is less than half of the square boxes. You should not count this, and remaining all the boxes you have to count, and you have to write how many boxes are there, that many square units. This can be done only in the case of a square paper. Two halves can be calculated as one square, and more than half square will be calculated as one square, but not to calculate which is having less than half of the square. Area of composite figures. Composite figures means what? Areas of composite figures can be determined by dividing the figure into squares and rectangles. Composite figures means figures which are not in a specific shape. They are in different shapes. So what we are going to do? We are going to take the different shape and divide them into squares and rectangles, and then we will be finding the area. Some composite figures are made of rectangular or square regions. The areas of such composite figures can be determined by calculating the areas of these rectangles and squares. After dividing them, we will be finding the areas of the rectangles separately and squares separately. Then we will be adding together to find the total area of the composite figure. Now, solved examples to find areas of composite figures. Find the area of the given figure. If you observe the picture here, what you can understand, Nana, it is in the shape of L, right? So, the length of this is 3 centimeters. Here, the breadth is not given. Here, the length is given 1 centimeters. First, suppose how you are going to divide this. You are going to divide this into one rectangular bit this side and the other rectangular bit this side. So, it is total 3, and B to D also can be considered as 3 only, and C to D is 1. Here D to D is 2. G to D is 1. This is how we are breaking the boxes. Now, area of rectangle ABDC. ABDC means the area of this rectangular we are finding. That is area of a rectangular EFGD. This one. That is how we are going to find 3 into 1, that is equal to 3 square centimeters. It is 2 into 1, that is 2 square centimeters. Therefore, total area is equal to 3 plus 2, that is equal to 5 square centimeters. Area of the given figure is equal to 5 square centimeters. Here what we have done, we have first calculated area of this bit, and next we have calculated the area of this bit. Then we have added both. Then we got the area of the composite picture. We will see one more example here. Find the area of the given figure of the right side. So this is your figure which is given. Now we have to find the area of the complete picture. So how we are going to find the area of the complete picture? First, we have to divide the picture. How we are going to divide the picture? This will be one rectangular picture, and this will be the second one, and this will be the third one. So we are having three rectangular shapes. Now, The length will be 20, breadth will be 4 for the first triangle and the second triangle. And for the third one, we will be having slight difference, that is 8 centimeters will be length and your breadth will be only 4 centimeters. How we got this 4 centimeters? What is the total length here? Total length is 20 minus 8 plus 8, how much it is? 16. So 20 minus 16, it is 4 centimeters. So we are having our third rectangle breadth is 4 centimeters. Now, area of the rectangle ABKL, area of the rectangle EFGH and area of the rectangle CDIJ. We have to find. So, how to find? We have to multiply length into breadth. Our length is 20 centimeters and breadth is 4 centimeters for two triangles, two rectangles, and for third one it is h into 4. H into 4. Now multiply all. It will become 80 centimeters square, 80 centimeters square and 32 centimeters square. Now add all together by taking the square units common. Now what will be your answer? 192 centimeters square. So therefore the total area of the figure is 192 centimeters square. We have to break up the picture, find the area of individual rectangles, then add all together. This is how we are going to find the area of composite figure. Now we will see how to find area of a path. Area of a path. Here we will discuss about area of path. It is observed that in square or rectangular gardens, parks, etc., some space in the form of path is left inside or outside or in between as crosspaths. We will apply this concept for the areas of rectangle and square to determine the areas of different paths. For example, if you go to any park, you will be seeing there will be some bits like lawns, means the division of roads will be there. There you can walk, and remaining place there will be a small garden to sit along with the chairs, or a garden which is lying on the floor very smooth. You can sit and chit chat there like that. In a children's park, if you go to a children's park, you can find there will be different paths there. There in middle of the park will be having small roads which are tiled very nicely to walk on that, right? Those are called paths. Now we are going to identify how to find the area of the path. For example, I have taken a problem here, that is a rectangular lawn of length 50 meters and breadth 35 meters is to be surrounded externally by a path which is 2 meters wide. Find the cost of the turfing the path at the rate of rupees 3 per meter square. Here, what I have observed there means this is the lawn, okay, and this lawn is secured with the 2 meters wide on all the sides. This is 2 meters wide, this is 2 meters wide, 2 meters wide and 2 meters wide. Now what we have to find? We have to find only this particular area of the path cost. How we are going to find? We will see now. So this is the picture what we have taken. Now we have to find the solution. First, what we have to do? We have to find area of the lawn. This is the area of the lawn. What is our length? Our length is 50 meters. What is our breadth? Our breadth is 35 meters. Now, area of the lawn. What is the formula? Length into breadth. That is 50 into 35. When you are multiplying these two, what will be your answer? Your answer will be 1750 meters square. Now, we know that this lawn is secured 2 meters this side 2 meters, that side 2 meters, up 2 meters and down 2 meters. All the four sides it is secured with 2 meters wide. Now length of the lawn including the path means length that side and this side you have to add 2 meters up, 2 meters down. So total what is the length of the lawn according to the path? It is 54 centimeters. In the same way, breadth of the lawn including the path 35 plus 2 plus 2 that is 39 meters. Now area of the path including total lawn means total we have to find. Already total was given in the picture that is 54 and 39. Now we have to multiply those two and we have to find the area of the lawn including the path. When we are multiplying 54 into 39, what will be our answer? It is 2106 meters square. Now we have to find only area of the path, only area of the path. So what is total area including path? It is 2106 minus what is the area of the lawn? It is 1750. Now we have to find area of the path. Only this we have to find. That means you have to subtract total minus area of the lawn. Total area of the lawn minus including path minus area of the lawn. So what is area of the path? It is only 356 meters square. Now for 1 meter square the cost of turfing the path is rupees 3. For varying the path for that lawn for 1 meter they are taking 3 rupees. So for total 356 meters, how much cost they will take? What you have to do? We have to multiply this 356 into 3. When you are multiplying both the numbers, what will be your final answer? It is rupees 1068. For the finishing of this lawn, they are taking 1068 rupees they are taking for fine finishing the tiles to the path. This is how we are going to find the cost of the path. Okay, Nana? Now we will see one more example here. That is, a painting is painted on a cardboard 19 centimeters and 14 centimeters wide, such that there is a margin of 1.5 centimeters along each of its sides. Find the total area of the margin. We have to find the area of the margin. How you are going to find? First, suppose this is the cardboard, Nana, total cardboard. In that, they have taken 1.5 centimeters on all the sides of the margin. And now we have to find the area of this margin. So we have to subtract minus 1.5. We have to exclude it. Now, how we are going to do that? Now, total it is 19 and it is 14 and all the sides it is 1.5. All the sides, right, ma? It is 1.5 centimeters in all the sides. Okay. Now, what we have to do? We have to find the total area of the cardboard first. What is the total area of the cardboard? You have to multiply 19 into 14. So, when you are multiplying 19 into 14 centimeters square, you will be getting your answer 266 centimeters square. Now, we have to find the length of the painting by excluding 1.5 centimeters on both the sides of length and both the sides of breadth. Means what you have to do? Exclude 1.5 plus 1.5, that it will become total 3 centimeters, right? So length is 19 centimeters. In that 19, if we are minusing 3, we will be getting 16 centimeters. In the same way, for breadth of the painting, exclude the margin. That is 14 minus total it will become 3 centimeters. So 14 minus 3 it will become 11 centimeters. Now area of the painting excluding the margin. When we are excluding the margin, the length is 16 and the breadth is 11. Now multiply these two. When you are multiplying these two numbers, you will be getting 176 centimeters square. Therefore, area of the margin we have to find out. What we have to do? From total, we have to minus area of the picture. When you are subtracting total minus area of the picture, you will be getting area of the margin. That is 90 centimeters square. This is how you are going to calculate the area of the parts or margins. Now we will discuss about volume. What is volume? The space occupied by any object is called the volume. Volume is three-dimensional shape. To measure the volumes, we need to know the measure of three sides. Since volume involves three sides, so it is measured in cubic units. Volume is a three-dimensional shape. So it will be having three sides. It will be having three sides. So it is called as centimeters cube or cubic meter units. Now, surface like the page of a book, blackboard, etc. are called plane surfaces. They do not have any volume but have only plane area. Now, a cube is a solid box whose each surface is a square of same area. Therefore, cube has six surfaces or faces, eight vertices, 12 edges or sides of equal length. 12 edges or sides of equal length. Volume of a cube with side length 1 unit is 1 cubic unit. Such cube is called a unit cube and used as unit of volume. It is used as unit of volume. For suppose you take the cuboid which you play snake and ladder, right? And if you see that, you will be finding the cube in square shape, right? It will be having six faces. Yes or no? Face of 1, face of 2, face of 3, face of 4, 5 and 6. Whichever side you turn, the number what you are looking, it is one face of the cube. Right, Nana? In the same way, it will be having 8 vertices. The corner of the cube. It is called the vertex. So, it has 8 vertices. 12 edges. The lines which you count, those are known as edges. So you will be having 12 edges for a cube. 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges of a cube. One cube is known as 1 cubic unit or unit cube. It is used as unit of volume. We will be telling it as unit of volume. Now, if you observe, this is your cube, right now? A cube has all sides are of equal length. All the sides will be equal length. So, volume of a cube is side into side into side. 3 times we have to multiply it, or length into length into length, or area into side cube units. And we know that area of the square is equal to side into side. Area is nothing but side into side. That's why we will be calling it as side into side into side. You have to multiply all the sides for 3 times because it is having included with 3 sides only. Now we will talk about volume of a cuboid. Cuboid means it will be in the shape of rectangle. All the sides will not be equal. It will be having length and breadth. Okay, Nana? Similarly, a cuboid is a solid box whose every surface is a rectangle of same area or different areas. A cuboid has length, breadth and height. So, volume of cuboid means you have to multiply length into breadth, breadth into height into cubic units. Or area of one surface into height. Area is equal to length into breadth as we know. Note, in a cuboid, when the length and breadth and height are of different units, convert them to a same unit and solve. Different units means centimeters, meters. If those are different, that unit we have to convert into same unit, then only we have to multiply to find the volume of a cuboid. So in volume of a cuboid will not have same shapes. It will be rectangular in shape. That's why we will call it as cuboid. Cube means all the sides are equal. In cuboid, all the sides are not equal. It will be a rectangular shape. Now, finding volume by counting cubes. How to find the volume of a cube? The volume of a shape measures the three-dimensional, that is three-dimensional shape. Amount of space it takes up. Volume is measured in cubes. This is only one cube. All the sides are equal. A cubic centimeter is the volume within a cube that has side of equal length. Side of length 1 centimeter as shown above. It has a volume of 1 centimeter square into 1 centimeter cuboid. Now all the sides are equal. That's why 1 into 1 into 1 into 1, that is equal to 1 into 1. It is multiplied 1 centimeter square into 1 centimeter cuboid. That will become 1 centimeter cube or 1 cubic centimeter. This is how we are going to calculate with the help of cubes. Now, if you observe here, how many cubes are there, Nana? It is first cube, second cube, third cube, right? 3 cubes are there. How many cubes are there, Nana? 3 cubes are there. Into how many rows are there? This side will count the rows. How many rows are there? 2 rows are there. 3 into 2. That is equal to total. How many cubes are there now? 6 cubes are there. 3 into 2, that is equal to 6 cubes. Only down layer we are having 6 cubes. Right? 6 cubic centimeters. Only 6 are there. So here height also how much height is there? 1 stair, 2 stair, 3 stair. We got one layer is 6. Here we are having 2 layers. So what we have to do? We have to multiply this 6 again with 2 because 2 layers are there. So total cuboids are here. Total cuboid. So the volume of this cuboid is 12 centimeters cube. 12 centimeters cube. You have understood now? First count how many cubes are down and multiply that number of cubes into how much height the cuboid is there. Understood, Nana, everyone? Now, we will observe small examples here. Here, how many cubes are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down we are having 4 cubes. So, 2 stairs are there. 2 cases are there. So, how many cubes are there total? 8 cubes are there. 8 centimeter cubes are there. Down also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. Down layer you are having 9. So how many states are there? How many layers are there? 2 layers are there. So 9 into 2, that is equal to total 18 centimeter cube. If you are not able to identify the down layer, you just count the cubes on the top layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Both are equal. So 9 into 2 or 9 plus 9, it is 18 centimeters cube. Now we'll see volume of a cuboid. We have calculated when a cube is given and how to find a volume of a cube or cuboid. We have learned. Now we are going to calculate volume of a cuboid when its length, height and width is given. Width is nothing but our breadth. Now volume of a cuboid diagram is here. To find the volume of a cuboid, multiply its length by its weight by its height. This can be written as volume is equal to length into width into height. You have to multiply all the three sides. Now, example here, volume of a Cerelac packet diagram. The volume of the Cerelac packet is, what is our height? 30 centimeters. What is our length? 20 centimeters. What is our width? 8 centimeters. Now, what you have to do? You have to multiply length into width into height. Right, Anna? Now, when you are multiplying all the three here, you will be getting your answer as 4,800 centimeters cube. This is how you are going to calculate when length, breadth and width are given for a cuboid. Now, one more example we will see here. What is the volume of this chin? Here I have given a chin picture. In that, what is our length? Length is 6 centimeters. Sorry, it is height. Height is 6 centimeters. Length is 4 centimeters. And your width is 2 centimeters. This is height. This is length. And this is width. Now, the volume is, what is the volume here? 48 centimeters cube. How you got this? Remember that volume is equal to length into width into height. So, in this example, the volume is multiply 4 into 2 into 6. 4 2s are 8, 8 6 are 48 centimeters cube. You have to multiply all the sides, then only you will be getting here the volume of a picture. This is how we have to calculate the volume of a given picture. Children, it is your turn now. Practice all the examples what I have explained in this topic and do your exercise. Here we have given some sums. Practice all the examples and then start doing your exercise. And from exercise, if you have got any doubts, you can get back to me. Hari Om. Thank you.